Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day. Don't forget, grab your smartphone and download the Lava Matra app and stay in touch. Guru Maharaj's message is your advantage. The following is a Sri Krishna Chaitanya book compilation by His Holiness Jaya Pataka Swami Maharaj on December 21st, 2020 in Sri Mayapur, India.
Mangalang Ayategaram Yachita Sadan Vande Srigaram Dinadaninam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Ishram Hare Om Tat Sat.
Hare Krishna. Today we will continue with the compilation of the Sri Krishna Chaitanya book. Today's chapter is entitled as Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya questions Lord Chaitanya's need for accepting sannyasa, part 2. Chaitanya Bhagavad.
এতেকে তোমার আমি লইনু আশ্রয় তাহা কর যে রূপে আমার ভালো হয়.
Lord Chaitanya continued,
Lord Chaitanya continued,
I have taken your shelter.
Therefore I have taken your shelter.
Do whatever you consider as beneficial for me.
Do whatever you consider is beneficial for me.
কি বিধি করিব মই থাকিব কি রূপে যে মতে না পরমই এই সংসার কূপে.
What rules and regulations I should do,
What rules and regulations I should do?
how should I live,
How should I live?
please instruct me,
Please instruct me,
and I do not fall into the dark well of material life.
so that I do not fall into the dark well of material life.
সব উপদেশ মোরে কহ আমায় আমি সে তোমার হই জানো সর্বথায়.
Please instruct me without any reservation.
Please instruct me without any reservations.
I am your soul surrendered unto you.
I am a soul surrendered unto you.
এই মতে অনেক প্রকারের মায়া করি সার্বভৌমপতি কহিলেন গৌরহরি.
Lord Gaurahari spoke, used various means
So Lord Gaurahari spoke, used various means
to delude Sarvabhaumacharya
to delude Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya
while speaking to him.
while speaking to him.
প্রভুর মায়ায় বিমোহিত সার্বভৌমের প্রভুর প্রতি উপদেশ. না জানিয়া সার্বভৌম ঈশ্বরের মর্ম কহিতে লাগিলা যে জীবের যত ধর্ম.
Sarvabhaumacharya didn't understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead's intention.
Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya didn't understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead's intention.
He began to speak about the religious duties of conditioned living entities.
He began to speak about the religious duties of the conditioned living entities.
সার্বভৌম বলেন কহিলা যত তুমি সকল তোমার ভালোবাসিলাম আমি।
So Lord Sarvabhaumacharya said,
So Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya said,
whatever you have said,
whatever you have said,
I like everything you said.
I liked everything you said,
I love everything about you.
and I love everything about you. Hari Bol.
যে তোমার হইয়াছে ভক্তির উদয়, অত্যন্ত অপূর্ব সে কহিলে কভু নয়।
Pure devotion which has awakened in you
The pure devotion which has awakened in you
is certainly most wonderful,
is certainly most wonderful,
beyond anyone's description.
and beyond anyone's description.
কৃষ্ণ কৃপা হইয়াছে তোমার উপরে, সবে এ করিয়াছ নহে ব্যবহারে।
The mercy of Lord Sri Krishna is upon you,
The mercy of Lord Krishna is upon you,
but you have done one thing that is not proper.
but you have done one thing that is not proper.
পরম সুবুদ্ধি তুমি হইয়া আপনে, তবে তুমি সন্ন্যাস করিলা কি কারণে।
You have a great intelligence,
Although you have great intelligence,
but why did you take sannyas?
but why did you take sannyas?
What was the reason?
What was the reason? Sarvabhauma said, O Krishna Chaitanya, you have attained Krishna's mercy and you are most intelligent. Why did you take sannyas? What qualification do you have to take sannyas? You are too young. Personalities like Madhavendra Puri have taken sannyas, but they have done so after maturely enjoying material life. Before accepting sannyas, you should have particularly considered that everyone respects a sannyasi as a member of the topmost ashrama. Since you have accepted Vaishnava principles which entail becoming humbler than a blade of grass, what need was there to become a candidate for receiving the highest respect found in the social etiquette? Giving up shikha, brahmana thread, is an example of pride. It is simply the desire to ascend the highest level of fame. A person following Vaishnava principles should offer obeisances to a dog eater, a cow, and an ass. And he should not accept respect from anyone. Mayavadi sannyasis in particular consider themselves equal to the Supreme Lord, who is the creator, maintainer, and annihilator. Therefore, they are unworthy sons and foolish.
Sarvabhaumacharya questioning why the Lord Chaitanya accepted sannyas.
So Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was questioning why the Lord Chaitanya accepted sannyas,
Not understanding that this was his pastime and he's the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
not understanding that this was his pastime and he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
By ordinary etiquette,
In the ordinary etiquette,
one would take sannyas after being very elderly.
one will take sannyas after being elderly.
But he left his household life and took sannyas at a young age.
But he left his household life and took sannyas at a young age.
So that's why Sarvabhaumacharya is questioning
So that's why Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya is questioning
what was the need for him to take sannyas.
what was the need for him to take sannyas. Chaitanya Charita Mahakavya, Sarvabhauma thought to himself, this great person, chief of men, took sannyas at a young age, for he has this appearance. There is no need to think further. It is not difficult for you to conclude. He is attractive to the whole world, with many signs of a great person. How can he spend his time maintaining the conduct of a sannyas? Though born in a great family, this person shows his young age. How can he maintain the difficult post of a sannyas in Kali Yuga? It is very difficult.
Actually, Kali Yuga, it's seen that many people find it very difficult to maintain the sannyas order.
Actually, in the Kali Yuga, we see many people, they find it difficult to maintain the sannyas order.
Of course, Lord Chaitanya is Krishna himself.
Of course, Lord Chaitanya is Krishna himself.
So he can do anything he wants.
So he can do anything he wants.
But ordinarily people are very difficult to maintain sannyas at a young age.
But ordinary people find it difficult to maintain sannyas at a very young age. Mongol.
মহাবংশে জন্ম নাসি সুপণ্ডিত জন তরুণ বয়সে নহে সন্ন্যাস করণ
He's from a exalted family.
He is from an exalted family.
A learned pandit.
He is a learned pandit.
Now he is a sannyasi.
Now he is a sannyasi.
Still a man, so young,
Still a man so young
has no reason to accept sannyas.
has no reasons to accept sannyas.
এ সময়ে অনুচিত সন্ন্যাসের ধর্ম না বুঝিয়া কইল দ্বিজ এত বড় কর্ম
At this age, at this time of life, it is improper to accept the sannyas dharma.
At this age, at this time of life, it is improper to accept the sannyas dharma.
Unaware of this truth,
Unaware of this truth,
the Ravana has done a very big action.
this Brahmana has done a very big action.
সার্বভৌম কর্তৃক বৈষ্ণবের সন্ন্যাস গ্রহণের নিষ্প্রয়োজনীয়তা প্রতিপাদন বুঝ দেখি বিচারিয়া কি আছে সন্ন্যাসে প্রথমে বদ্ধ হয় অহংকার পাশে
Just consider what is the use of accepting sannyas.
Just consider what is the use of accepting sannyas.
First of all, one immediately becomes bound by the ropes of false ego.
First of all, one immediately becomes bound by the ropes of false ego.
First, one becomes immediately bound by the rope of false ego.
First, one becomes immediately bound by the ropes of false ego.
দণ্ড ধরি মহাজ্ঞান হয় আপনারে কাহারেও বলো জোর হস্ত নাহি করে
One who carries the sannyas danda
One who carries a sannyas danda
considers himself a great person
considers himself a great person
and does not fold his hands in respect
fold his hands in respect
to anyone.
to anyone.
যার পদধূলি লইতে বেদের বিহিত হেন জনে নমস্করে তবু নহে ভীত
A person who the Vedas say is worthy of taking the dust from their lotus feet.
that the person who the Vedas says who's worthy of taking dust from their lotus feet,
Even a sannyasi
even then a sannyasi
is not afraid to accept obeisances of such a personality.
is never afraid to accept obeisances from such a personality.
অহংকার ধর্ম এই কবু ভালো নহে বুঝো এই ভাগবতে যেন মত কহে
Having false ego is never good.
Any false ego is never good.
Try to understand the words of the Srimad Bhagavatam.
Try to understand the words of the Srimad Bhagavatam,
The way we should act in this regard.
the way we should act in this regard.
বৈষ্ণব ধর্ম কি তথাই ভাগবত 11:29-16 প্রণমেদ দণ্ড অদ্ভুত মা বশ্চ চণ্ডাল গোখরম প্রবিষ্ট জীব কলায় তত্রৈব ভগবান নীতি
Realizing that the Supreme Personality of Godhead has entered the body of every living entity as the Supersoul, one should offer obeisances before all, even the dogs, outcasts, cows, and asses, falling flat upon the ground like a rod.
So the devotee of the Lord can offer obeisances to every entity.
So the devotee of the Lord can offer obeisances to every living entity,
And seeing that the Super Soul is present there.
seeing that the Supersoul is present there.
ব্রাহ্মণাদি কুকুর চণ্ডালন্ত করি দণ্ডবধ করিবে বহুমান্য করি
With great respect, all the prostrate obeisances
With a great respect, offer prostrate obeisances
to the Brahmins and other entities,
to the Brahmins, to the other living entities,
the dogs,
the dogs,
the dog eaters,
and the dog eaters.
and others.
In the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is stated, such a perfect devotee offers respects to every living entity because he is under the firm conviction that the Supreme Personality of Godhead has entered the body of every living entity as the Supersoul or controller. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita,
Antya.
20.25, it is stated, although a Vaishnava is the most exalted person, he is prideless and gives all respect to everyone, knowing everyone to be the resting place of Krishna. Another reading.
এই সে বৈষ্ণব ধর্ম সবারে প্রণতি সেই ধর্ম ধ্বজি যার ইথে নাই রতি
Vaishnava etiquette is to offer respect to everyone.
The Vaishnava etiquette is to offer respects to everyone.
But who is not following the religious principles
But who is not following the religious principles
has no attachment for this
has no attachment for this,
prescription.
for the scriptures,
Prescription.
for this prescription.
Anyway, Srimad Sarvabhaumacharya is giving his
Anyway, Srimad Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya is giving his
consideration of the negative aspects of taking sannyas.
consideration on the negative aspects of taking sannyas.
Being a sannyasi, one offers no one respect,
Being a sannyasi, one offers no one respect.
and often Mayavadis think themselves as the Supreme Lord.
And often the Mayavadis think themselves as the Supreme Lord.
So he's expressing his apprehension that Lord Chaitanya may become in this way
So he is expressing his apprehension that Lord Chaitanya may become this way, in this way.
By having accepted sannyas
By having accepted sannyas
at an early age.
at an early age.
So, of course, he doesn't know about Lord Chaitanya.
Of course, he doesn't know about Lord Chaitanya.
And although he's having these ideas,
Although he is having these ideas,
see that Lord Chaitanya is actually in love with Krishna.
we see that Lord Chaitanya is actually in love with Krishna.
So these things are not applicable to Lord Chaitanya.
So these things are not applicable for Lord Chaitanya.
Do you like our ad-free videos? Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day, and don't forget to like and share our channel.